Good evening. Would everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hello, my name is Alexander Zinchak. Welcome to George T. Cromwell Elementary School. Here is our AACPS awesome principal, Miss Morgan.
Thank you, Alexander. Hello, everyone. I am so happy to celebrate with you today. Many of you have been a part of this school community longer than I have, but I share the same excitement to finally be in our school full time. Today has been a long time coming. Before I proceed further in the program, I would like to introduce some of our special guests. Anne Arundel County Board of Education, Board Member Bunmi Omisori, Vice President Dana Schalheim, Board Member Robert Silkworth, Anne Arundel County Public Schools Superintendent of Schools Dr. George Orlato, State elected officials, Senator Pam Beidel, Delegate Mark Chang, Delegate Mike Rogers, County elected officials, County Executive Stuart Pittman, Councilwoman Sarah Lacey, Councilwoman Allison Pickard, former Board of Education member Julie Hummer. I'd also like to welcome the many members of the Anne Arundel County Public Schools executive team and senior staff who are here to celebrate with us today, especially Regional Assistant Superintendent for the North County Cluster, Bill Goodman. Bill, I sincerely appreciate not only your leadership, but your humility to do whatever it takes to support our students. There are many others I plan to acknowledge, but first, we'll hear from some of our special guests.
Hello, my name is Peyton. Please welcome Vice President of the Board of Education, Dana Schalheim.
Greetings. I'm so happy to be here with you all this evening. On the way here, I kept thinking of old school songs like Reunited and Celebration because I'm so thankful that we are able to safely gather together again. I am here today representing all of my colleagues on the Board of Education of Anne Arundel County who care very deeply about providing the best resources for students, teachers, and school communities to thrive. More importantly, I stand here on behalf of my dear friend, Candace C.W. Antwine, who was elected to serve this school in District 1 on the Board of Education and who passed away last month. What's even more special is how hard Ms. Antwine worked to establish Mo Gabba Day in AACPS. I know that Mo's legacy is legendary as an alumnus of this school, So I am beyond honored to remember these two amazing individuals while commemorating this wonderful milestone in this school's history. I want to say thank you to the past and present elected officials and partners who committed the funds and energy to see this project through. The previous building served this community for 56 years as a home for learning, achievement, and togetherness. There is no doubt this facility will also be a centerpiece of excellence in this community. Again, I'm so happy to share this moment with you today. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Schallheim. My name is Katie Victor, and now Superintendent of Schools, Dr. George Arlado will come forward for remarks.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the new George Cromwell Elementary School. This is fabulous. We are excited that you've joined us this afternoon for this official unveiling of the newly renovated school. We're able to build and renovate schools like this only through the assistance of our county government and state legislators. I want to thank our delegation and council members, as well as our county executive, for their continued support. While buildings themselves don't teach and care for our students, making a beautiful facility available like this to this community is no less important. We know that Principal Morgan and this incredible staff here at Cromwell, along with this dedicated community, will ensure the success of every one of our students. I'd also like to briefly recognize Miss Kathy Maxa, the previous principal, who cared for this community over the years and helped work so hard to bring this building to fruition. Thank you. Thanks for joining us this evening. This is a wonderful school, a fabulous community, and you're going to have a fantastic school year. Enjoy and thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Arlato. My name is Elia Batul. On the behalf of the state, here is Senator Pam Beidel.
Good afternoon, thank you. I'd like to bring two delegates up with me, Delegate Mark Chang and Delegate Mike Rogers. Time constraints, only one of us is getting to speak, and so it's my honor to say a few words. I grew up in a nearby community, and I watched this school being built when I was in middle school. So to come back today and see really a brand new school, I'm just so grateful to see it. It's really lovely. You know, a lot of folks don't realize how long it takes to see a project like this come to fruition, but I'm sure that Ms. Hummer and Ms. Pickard were on the school board when they voted to fund the renovation of this school. So thank you both really for seeing that. And Dr. Arlato, thank you for recognizing that the state also is very involved in this. And in recent years, we have put a tremendous amount of money into school construction, realizing that schools all over the state need the kind of work that's done today. But to our facilities folks at the public school system, Anne Arundel County Public School Systems, you've done an amazing job of keeping our schools up to date. I know that when I was on the county council, we were doing the electrical upgrades, the roof upgrades, the air conditioning upgrades. So we were far ahead of where a lot of counties are today. So thank you to all the folks in facilities at Anne Arundel County Public Schools. So Ms. Morgan, I really wish you and your students a wonderful year. It's a beautiful school. I'd love to come back when you have all the kids here. We'll wear our masks. Anytime. But I'd like to present you, maybe here, the official state citation. Be it hereby known to all that sincerest congratulations are offered to George Cromwell Elementary School in recognition of your ribbon cutting. May this school bring inspiration to the students of the community for many years to come. Presented on this 31st day of August. So thank you, and we wish you well this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Beadle. My name is Ira Lomet, and now County Executive Stuart Pittman will be doing remarks.
Wow. Thank you all for being here for this ribbon cutting. The last time I was here, we were celebrating the amazing watershed restoration and protection work out here, the stormwater. Their neighbors were getting a little bit of flooding, and I know the students are integrating that into some of what they learn. So this is a beautiful building, beautiful job, Alex and team, as always, but what's going on outside is pretty amazing too. So thank you for that. You know, I want to thank particularly the superintendent thanked the elected officials for helping with financing for this, the county council and the state and county government. But I really want to thank the taxpayers, because it does come directly out of their pockets. And I know that in some jurisdictions, I was in a county recently visiting a new elementary school, and they explained how it happened, that they actually had a referendum for the voters to decide whether to do it. And in this county, we have a lot more schools. And maybe fortunately or unfortunately, it's up to our brave county council members and the county executive to say, yes, we need a fund for permanent public improvements. We need to keep up with the plan for school construction in this county. And that's why we got a lot of ribbon cuttings going on this week. And it's so important that we invest in the infrastructure and in the future, which is our kids, and to show them that we value them enough to have a school like this, and to show the teachers and the staff as well. And I know that it creates better learning. So I also have a citation for you and Ms. Morgan, and it says, executive citation, the residents of Anne Arundel County, Maryland salute George Cromwell Elementary School in recognition of your grand opening and ribbon cutting ceremony for your newly renovated school. Thank you for your dedication to our community, your selfless and tireless commitment to your students, and for the considerable contributions you as educators make to Anne Arundel County. And thank you for making Anne Arundel County the best place for all. Yes.
Thank you so much.
In the future, when somebody says the best place, you're supposed to respond, for all. And I also have to, unfortunately, head out of here because we have the first meeting tonight of the new Commission on the Opportunity Gap, to make sure that every child has every opportunity. And I need to get all the way to South County to zoom in by 6 o'clock. So I'm going to be leaving. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks again to our special guest for joining us today. As you know, I am beginning my second year as principal of this awesome school. When I was promoted to this position, much of the groundwork for this beautiful building had already been done. So I feel that it is only right that I invite former principal Kathy Maxa to acknowledge some key contributors to this project. As Ms. Maxa comes forward, I want to also recognize former principal Karen Donovan, who is in the audience today. Ms. Donovan is a true example that once a Cromwell Cougar, always a Cromwell Cougar.
Good evening, George Cromwell family, and I do mean family. From my heart, I am delighted to share in the celebration with you. It is so rewarding to see how this building has transformed, and it's even better to be able to look out and see people in this amazing building. Again, families and students and all the staff members. You know, it took a lot of work to complete this project, but it also took a lot of people who were willing to work hard on this project. And first, I want to recognize the teachers and support staff for their Herculean effort to keep students learning at high levels despite construction going on all around them for 3 years. They managed the noise and the hallway detours and moving classrooms mid-year and teaching in less than ideal environments. Their willingness to do anything for our students is what teaching is all about. And to the PTA and community members who supported this project since its inception, and that was a long time, thank you for showing that the Cromwell family is big and powerful and very enthusiastic. I also want to acknowledge Chief Operating Officer of Anne Arundel County Public Schools, Alex Shaknovich, Facilities Director Lisa Seaman Crawford, Project Manager Rhonda Fish, and the entire AACPS Facilities Division, making sure that we were never alone on this journey. I also want to recognize the incredible work and ongoing support of the architects from Horde Copland Mocht Incorporated, the general contractors from Oak Contracting, and the team from Duran Furniture. I especially want to acknowledge Jonathan from Oak Contracting and Jeff from the architect group. They helped carry us all the way through this. They did more than just a little support. They were fabulous, and I'm glad they're here tonight. So the administrative staff here also shared a lot of the load in getting us through construction. Mrs. Hungelman and Mrs. Fortman currently, and Mrs. White before that. They take care of students and families and staff and helping us all stay on course. And our custodial staff, Stephanie Beach, Made Marenko, Macy Quinn, led by Chief Custodian Karen Wagner, they had quite a challenge, trying to keep the building clean and in good working order in the midst of construction, but they did it, and we are grateful. Please join me in applauding all of these awesome people who made this vision a reality. And before I turn the program back over to Mrs. Morgan, I also want to formally thank the students and families of George Cromwell Elementary. You are what makes this school a great place to be, and you will always hold a big place in my heart. Principal Morgan, thank you for letting me participate in the program, and I look forward to hearing all the wonderful things that continue to happen at George Cromwell Elementary. Thank you. Find my place, excuse me.
Thank you, Principal Maxa. It is clear how much you love this school, and we are all the better for it. So everyone, again, please join me in thanking Principal Maxa for her hard work on this project. So it's almost time for the ribbon cutting, but I wanted to say just a few more words. First, although they did not have much to do with the actual construction, I want to acknowledge our food service staff. They contributed to this project for always being dedicated to our students. Their work during this pandemic is evidence of how much they care about our school community, and they deserve our appreciation. Finally, I just want to say that I am honored to serve this community and to be a part of this milestone in our school's history. Now it's time to cut the ribbon. Dignitaries and designated students and Ms. Maxa, please come forward. So dignitaries, students, Ms. Maxa, come on up. And Ms. Donovan. Okay. Okay, so now it's time to cut the ribbon. On the count of 3, everyone say, Cougars work hard. 1, oops, let me come over here.